So, this question, it's a difficult question. You're trying to look at information. You haven't been taught this, Anthony. It's open-ended. But the beauty about these kinds of questions is, where's the answer? Like, where's the answer located? Where is it? Is it up there? Yeah, the answer's up there. It's in the numbers, the data itself. But the challenge is you just gotta kind of think about it critically and figure it out. And I think that's kind of cool, Alexis, because knowledge questions, it's kind of either you know it or you don't, if you memorize it or not. But this is something you can figure it out. Okay, so you can figure it out if you just think. You all have that capability to figure stuff out. Okay, all of our brains are basically, it's very similar how they're wired, and we can figure it out. So let's see what we think here. Let's see. Anthony, what's the pattern that you see up there? You don't see any pattern? You've looked real hard, Anthony? Okay, you want help, Anthony? Okay, I'll see you. But hang in there. Don't go to sleep. I might come back to you. Yeah, you are. That's good. That's good. Valerie, what do you see? What do you see? Okay, you mean the adenine? So I'm just going to repeat. So A, G, C, and T. So what do you notice? You say there's a between the A and the T? So what do you notice between the A and the T? First two numbers. So how would you describe these numbers? What? Similar, yes. 31.0 is very close to 31.5, isn't it? Okay. Similar. They're close. But Valerie, what about G and C? They're similar too. They're very close. So it looks like the percents for A and T are very similar, and the percents of G and C. Now, that's true for humans, okay? Thank you, Valerie. But let's see if it holds up. Ryan, what about for wheat? Does it hold up for wheat as well? Yes, A and T. Ooh, that's really close, isn't it? Very, very similar. A and T being the same, similar. And then the C and G, not as close. Oh, actually, whoa. Extremely close, right? Only 0.1 away. So, if you look through all of these, the A's and T's match up, and the C's and the G's. So the percent of A's, T's, and C and G's are very similar. Okay, and we'll look tomorrow. We'll actually come back to this and look at it a little more closely. Now, what's also cool about these questions, because there's different ways to answer them. One student saw some different patterns, or he kind of explained it a different way. If we start, let's look at the yeast. We have 31. So we got 31. How would you compare 18 to 31 as a value? I had $31, now I have $18. What happened? I had $1 million, now I have 500,000. What happened? Yeah, well, I have less now, right? Less, half. So 31, we went down to 18. And then as we go to cytosine, what is 18 compared to 17? That's still pretty low, right? And then we go back up to 32. So this student noticed for most of these, you start out high, go low, then go back high again. But then he found one where that pattern was different. Which one do you start low, go high, and then come back down low again? Look through those numbers. Which one? I think every single one of them except one, you start out high. There's one that you start low, go high, and then back low again. Which one breaks that pattern? The what? C? You want to circle which one you're talking about? Which you want to point? You want to circle which one you're talking about? Yeah, which one? Yeah, most of these start out. We got a 31. We go to a lower number. It's a lower number back to a higher number. Higher, lower, back to higher. Which one starts with a higher number and then goes down? Or actually, I'm sorry, starts with a low number. Most of these go high to low and then back to high. Which one starts out low, goes high, and then back to low again? Oh. Well, in this case, we're reading across left to right. Which one do we start lower? Lower, go high, and then back low again. Okay, yeah. That bacterium, we start 15, go up to 35 roughly, and then go back down to 15 roughly. Okay? So that was interesting. And that will actually, thank you, that will actually come into play tomorrow when we look more closely at this. All right? All right, so today, right now, we're going to find someone on spring trivia. It's a fun one. So what I need you to do is put away all your stuff. And remember, the only way you can miss out on points is if your phone comes out. So make sure your phone stays away. So yeah, at this time... Oh.